Can Christians be involved in politics? The recent farce at the opening ceremony of the Paris Olympics has brought this old question to the forefront again. In today's world, it's not about whether Christians should involve themselves in politics, but rather about how the devil is exploiting political correctness to target Christians. From international relations to domestic policies, workplaces to educational institutions, and public events to everyday life, Christians are being marginalized. We face a stark choice: either capitulate and conform, or steadfastly adhere to our principles. This is no longer simply a political matter, but a spiritual conflict. It's a battle between good and evil, love and hate, and light and darkness. God's people are actively resisting the devil's relentless assault. As Paul said, "Finally, be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. Put on the full armor of God, so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Therefore put on the full armor of God, so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground, and after you have done everything, to stand." Christians are like a lamp in the darkness of the night. The deeper the night, the brighter it must appear. Jesus said, "You are the salt of the earth." But if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything, except to be thrown out and trampled by men. You are the light of the world. A city on a hill cannot be hidden. The Paris Olympics opening ceremony is a stark reminder of the shame and contempt Christians will face if they lose their saltiness. As the salt of the earth, we are losing our flavor. As the light of the world, we are being dimmed. Those who take their blessings for granted will lose them, and those who find pleasure in misfortune will only invite more. We can only pray for God's mercy to illuminate our path in this world. I urge, then, first of all, that requests, prayers, intercession, and thanksgiving be made for everyone, for kings and all those in authority, that we may live peaceful and quiet lives in all godliness and holiness. The politics of the Christian in the land of his hosts is to seek to live peaceful and quiet lives in all godliness and holiness. Otherwise, it will be like what Lot's family experienced in Sodom, a classic example of trampled by men.